A procedure called whole body cryotherapy is gaining popularity for claims of reducing arthritis pain as well as speeding up recovery from a workout. Professional athletes such as LeBron James use this technique. It involves being blasted with cold air as low as 250 degrees below Fahrenheit for a few minutes. Dr. Paul Bizjak from Cryovitality in Twinsburg is here to tell us exactly how this works. Okay, that sounds pretty cold. I can't even conceive of temperatures that low. How does this exactly work?
Most people can't conceive that temperature, but when it's cooled by liquid nitrogen, so it's air cooled, which it's a lot more comfortable than, say, an ice bath. But what it does is it just causes a spontaneous anti-inflammatory effect on the body that pushes all the blood out of the blood vessels towards the core, towards the heart, and that's where it picks up the oxygen, enzymes, and nutrients. And then when it gets pumped back into the body, it has many health effects that we've talked about.
Now walk us through a visit. I'm a client coming for my first procedure. What takes place?
You come into our office, you would obviously fill out paperwork. We would do a health history, find out what your problems are or what your goals are, and then we would put you into a cryotherapy chamber. You would put on a robe. You would wear gloves and socks to protect your extremities. You come into a room, you get into a cryotherapy tank. It's a tank from Europe. It raises you up so your head's out, so you're not claustrophobic or anything like that. It cools to minus 260 degrees, and you're in it for up to 3 minutes. And once you come out of the tank, your body warms up. You have the option to do a little bit of exercise to help speed up that heating up process, but you don't have to do that.
What are the comments from people while they're in there, especially the first time?
The first time's always the hardest because it's something that your body doesn't even comprehend. I mean, there's nothing on earth as cold as this. So the second, third, fourth time, way different, much easier. But the first time it's cold. I mean, there's no doubt it's cold, but it's not painful, it's not miserable, and it's only 3 minutes, which is one of the reasons I like it so much.
Now, what procedures or what conditions could this be helpful for?
You know, because it enhances the body's innate ability to function better, there are a lot of things that it helps. And so I hate to dump like this big list and make it sound like it's a cure-all, end-all, but people with arthritic conditions, fibromyalgias, the MS, even asthma or allergies, we'll see improvements. We'll see improvements with depression and anxiety. And then when you talk about sports and athletics, it improves recovery time, it improves performance. And when it comes down to even body aesthetics, I mean, it tightens skin, it helps with dermatitis and psoriatic issues with the skin and acne. So there are a lot of benefits that it can help people with.
Now, I was reading a little bit about this on the internet, that it has been popular in other countries and is just gaining popularity locally here. Have professional athletes for the Olympics? I would think that this would be a great tool when you're training.
That's why you're hearing about it so much right now. And everybody wants an edge when it comes to being healthier and have more energy, but especially high-end athletes. And that's why, like LeBron James used it during the playoffs last year. You've got these MMA wrestlers and fighters. They're using it. Tons of athletes. Mayweather, a lot of teams. I know that a lot of the college teams now, OSU's team, they're using it. Ezekiel Elliott uses it before games. It's starting to boom right now. But yeah, in Europe and Japan, they've been using it. In Japan, it started in 1970, in the late 70s, so it's been around for a long time.
And you were mentioning it's more comfortable than an ice bath. I think a lot of things are more comfortable, but that sounds like it probably is more comfortable.
It is, because I mean, I have been talking about the benefits of ice since college, and the ice bath made sense to me, but it's miserable. And you can't get the ice bath. You're not going to get up to your neck in an ice bath, and you can only tolerate it for so long. So the benefits that everybody's been talking about from these ice baths they're real, but nobody wants to do it. So this gives you that benefit. This 3 minutes in the cryotherapy tank is equivalent to a 1 hour ice bath.
Oh my, that's
so
a lot.
that's the thing that gets people excited.
Especially when you're not feeling good already to start. Who wants to jump in an ice bath for an hour?
You don't, and you can put your foot in there, you can put your knee in there, and a lot of athletes are still using that, but you're going to see You're going to see them popping up everywhere because you get the benefits of the ice bath without the misery and the pain.
Now, you mentioned depression and anxiety. How does that work with
So
this?
one of the things that happens is when you get out of the tank, because you just went through an experience where the body basically said, I'm in a life-threatening situation. So it has an immediate response. So there's an endorphin boost that goes along with that. So when you come out of this tank, you have a euphoric feeling for a short period of time. And then for the rest of that day, you'll feel better. You'll have a burst in energy. So over time, they're finding that depression and anxiety patients are benefiting from it.
How often do you have to do it to see results, or is there a maintenance period?
There is. You know, everybody's different. So I'll set the protocols for the patient. So depending on their condition and their goals and their age, we'll put together a protocol that they'll follow. Usually 3 visits, someone will get an idea of how well it's helping them. So it doesn't take a long time to feel the benefits. In fact, after 1 visit, they'll usually feel better, they'll feel more energy, and they'll feel less pain. So,
is there anything else we need to know about this procedure?
it's super safe, it's cost effective, it's natural. So the best way to find out how much it's going to help you is to actually try it. So we're making it easy for people to at least try it so they can see how much they'll benefit from it.
How can people reach you if they'd like more information?
Right now, the best way is to go to our website. It's cryovitalityohio.com, and we have frequently asked questions. There's a way to contact us. There's tons of information on that site.
And there's one last question I just thought of. Is there anybody who should not use it?
There are some contraindications. Pregnant women, if somebody has a pacemaker, open wounds, if they're under certain treatments for cancers. But the list is small, and they're actually on that website, but we make that determination at the time of the visit.
Thank you so much.
You
It's
bet.
been a pleasure meeting you and learning about this technique.
It's exciting.